Have you ever noticed how some people clap for you, but it feels like they are clapping through their teeth, like they support you, yet somehow you leave the conversation feeling smaller? Psychology has a name for what you are sensing, and it is darker than jealousy. Because resentment does not always look like hate. Sometimes it looks like a smile, with a hidden agenda. Welcome to Mind Darkware. We pull back the curtain on the hidden psychology of human behavior. If you are new here, subscribe and press the bell icon, because the patterns we expose on this channel, most people never see them until it is too late. And stay with me until sign number 6, because it is the one almost everyone misses. And it is also the moment you realize they were never busy. They were studying you. Let us begin. Sign number 1. Their compliments feel accurate. But cold, have you noticed a compliment that sounds right, but feels wrong? They will say, "Wow, you are really confident lately." But the tone carries something else, like the compliment is a report, not admiration. Psychologists call this a status comparison behavior. When someone resents you, their brain does not celebrate your win. It measures it against their own identity. Relatable moment. You achieve something small, new job, glow up, better discipline. And instead of warmth, you get analysis, because resentment does not praise you like a friend. It audits you like a rival. Curiosity hook. And what they do next is even more revealing. Sign number 2. They joke about your strengths. Listen carefully. Resentment hides in humor, because humor gives them a legal escape. They can hurt you, and then say, "Relax, I am kidding." If you are intelligent, they will joke that you are know-it-all. If you are disciplined, they will call you obsessed. If you are attractive, they will label you trying too hard. That is not comedy. That is microaggression dressed as playfulness. And if you are the type of person who always tries to be chill and laugh it off, that is exactly why this works on you. Because resentment loves people with emotional self-control. It assumes you will not fight back. Open loop. But the next sign is where resentment turns strategic. Sign number 3. They disappear right before your big moment. Have you ever had someone who is always around until you are about to level up? You are launching something. You are celebrating something. You are finally happy, and suddenly they are busy. They do not text back. They do not show up. They do not repost. They do not congratulate. This is not random. Behavioral science calls it withholding reinforcement, a subtle way to punish you for winning without openly attacking you. Because if they acknowledge your growth, they have to face a painful truth. You are becoming proof that change is possible. And they stayed the same. Curiosity hook. And when they come back, watch what they say. Sign number 4. They ask questions that sound supportive, but steal your energy. Resentful people do not always attack. Sometimes they interrogate. They will ask, "So, what is your plan exactly? Are you sure that it's stable? Do you really think you can keep that up?" Notice the pattern. They are not curious. They are contaminating your excitement with doubt. Psychologists explain that when a person feels threatened, they unconsciously try to restore balance by pulling the other person back down, not with force, but with questions that create anxiety. Identity trigger. If you are an introvert, a deep thinker, someone who feels things intensely, this hits harder, because you do not just hear their words. Your nervous system reads the intention behind them, and the next sign is where that intention slips out. Sign number 5. They compete in areas that do not even matter. Here's a dark one. Resentment creates random competition. You mention you have been sleeping better. Suddenly, they sleep even less. Like it is a trophy. You say you have been reading. Suddenly, they name drop 10 books they finished. You say you got in shape. Suddenly, they critique your routine like they are your coach. Curiosity hook. Why would someone compete with you over nothing? Because resentment is not logical. It is chemical. It is a nervous system response to feeling inferior. So their brain tries to reclaim status way possible by turning life into a silent scoreboard. And now we reach the sign that exposes them. Sign number 6. They mirror you, but slightly distort you. This is the one most people completely miss. Resentful people often copy your phrases, your style, your interests. But they will do it with a twist, a distortion. So it looks like they invented it. You change your mindset 2 weeks later. They are preaching it. You get quieter suddenly. They are protecting their peace. You upgrade suddenly. They are rebranding. Why? Because resentment is admiration that could not survive ego. Psychologists describe this as a form of identity, theft, driven by insecurity. If they cannot become you, they will borrow pieces of you, then act like you were never special in the first place. Dark realization. They do not just resent you. They resent the fact that you are original. Curiosity hook. And the final sign is the one that tells you whether to cut them off or keep them at a distance. Sign number 7. When you set a boundary, they punish you with confusion. You finally say no. You finally stop over-explaining. You finally protect your time. And they respond like you committed a crime. Whoa. What happened to you? You have changed. I did not mean it like that. That is not confusion. That is control loss. Because the moment you stop being endlessly available, they feel their influence slipping. And resentment hates one thing more than your success: your freedom. So here's the psychological rule. If someone only likes you when you are smaller, softer, and easier to access, they do not like you. They like the version of you they could manage. If you recognize 3 or more of these signs, comment resent below. And if you want, drop the number that hit hardest. I read them. Like the video, share it with someone who needs this, and subscribe to Mind Dark. Because once you see these patterns, you cannot unsee them.